have started having a speech meet. This year was our second annual one, where the kids have to prepare a speech outside of class. We work on it in class some, but then they go before judges and they are adjudicated. And so then we have a winner for each of the divisions in our school. So we would like the 4 first place winners to share with you tonight. First and second grade winner was Maren Gray. The third and fourth grade winner was Levi Lemert. Our fifth and sixth grade winner was Andrew Yoon. And our seventh and eighth grade winner was Rachel Hatcher. So they're going to introduce themselves and you'll be blessed. I hope that everyone can really hear them well.
Anonymous. 'Tis a lesson you should heed. Try again. If at first you don't succeed, try again. Then your courage should appear. For if you will persevere, you'll conquer, never fear. Try again. Once or twice, though you should fail, try again. If you would at last prevail, try again. If we strive, 'tis no disgrace, though we do not win the race. What should we do in that case? Try again. Galatians 6:9. Let us not become weary of doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up.
true and tried, our leader frank and bold. The British soldier trembles when Marion's name is told. Our fortress is the good green wood, our tent is the cypress tree. We know the forest round us as the seaman knows the sea. We know its walls of thorny vines, its glades of reedy grass, its safe and silent islands within the dark morass. Woe to English soldiery that little dread us near, on them shall light at midnight a strange and sudden fear. When, waking to their tents on fire, they grasp their arms in vain, and they who stand to face us are beat to earth again. And they who fly in terror deem a mighty host behind, and hear the tramp of thousands upon the hollow wind. Then sweet the hour that brings release from danger and from toil. We talk the battle over and share the battle's spoil. The woodland rings with laugh and shout as if a hunt were up, and woodland flowers are gathered to crown the soldier's cup. With merry songs we mock the wind that in the pine tops grieve, and slumber long and sweetly on beds of oaken leaves. Well knows the fair and friendly moon the band that Marion leads, the glitter of their rifles, the scampering of their steeds. 'Tis life to guide the fiery bark across the moonlight plain. 'Tis night to feel the night wind that lifts its tossing mane. A moment in the British camp, a moment and away. Back to pathless forests before the peep of day. Grave men there are, but broad Santee, grave men with hoary hairs, their hearts are all with Marion, for Marion are their prayers. And lovely ladies greet our band, with kindliest welcoming, with smiles like those of summer, and tears like those of spring. For them we wear these trusty arms, and lay them down no more, till we have driven the Briton forever from our shore. 1 Peter 2:16. As free, not using your liberty for a cloak of maliciousness, but as the servants of God.
My name is Rachel Hatcher, and I'm in 8th grade. Everyone ought to know Leslie Ludy. But since I'm sure most of us here haven't heard a thing about her, I'll just tell you. In a nutshell, she is an author of 15 books and counting. She is a mother of 4 who are all 5 and under. She's an artist of a few CDs, she has her own ministry, and she's even gone to Haiti a few times. In other words, she's not too busy. Leslie Ludy wrote a speech on true beauty, because we as women receive too many false definitions of what it really is. So these are her words. The only true beauty comes from a life fully surrendered to Jesus Christ, where yourself has died, has gotten out of the way, and he can be seen in and through you. John the Baptist said, "I must decrease so that he might increase." If we're in the way, if we're pursuing the things that we want to pursue, living the life that we want to live, his beauty will not be seen in and through us. And we may have a life that looks a little bit cleaner, a little more moral than the girls all around us. But we won't have the essence of the true gospel life, which is becoming a living sacrifice for our King. Nothing that we have is our own anymore. We don't have time of our own, money of our own, resources of our own, plans of our own. It's now all about him. It's not about us. When we grow up in Christianity over here, a lot of times we hear about how we're beautiful and we have all this value and worth as women, because we live in a culture that just bombards us with messages of insecurity. So this message of, you're not good enough, you're not pretty enough, you don't have the right figure, is constantly in our face. And so the Christian community has come in saying, no, you're good, beautiful, just the way you are. But the danger of that message is it often promotes self-esteem. And we're looking within ourselves trying to find our value and our beauty and our worth. We are valuable to Jesus Christ before we are redeemed, but we really will not have true beauty until he transforms us from the inside out. I see a lot of girls all of our free time. Facebook, texting with friends, watching movies, watching TV, obsessing over guys, trying to figure out what we're going to wear, going to the mall, frittering our life away on these meaningless things. And meanwhile, there are Christians on the other side of the world literally giving up their very lives for Jesus Christ. So I want to challenge you that what we see all around us, and maybe even the version of Christianity that we've grown up with, that God is calling us to more than this. Christ said, "Whoever of you does not forsake all that he has cannot be my disciple." It's not just saying a sinner's prayer. It's not just acknowledging that Christ died for us. It's not just saying, "Oh, this is really great. I can go to heaven at the end of the road." No. This is about giving up our life. It's about a covenant exchange with him. It's about forsaking all that we have. When we come to him, do we realize that we can't hold on to our life? We have to take up our cross and follow him. We have to become a living sacrifice. We have to let him have everything. It's a life of surrender, full surrender. He said, "Whoever does not take up his cross and follow after me is not worthy of me." So are those just nice sounding words, taking up our cross? Is it just sort of this visual thing in our mind? I think it was for me. For many years, I didn't understand what it really meant. It was like, "Oh, that's nice, take up your cross and follow him." But what is he asking of us? He gave everything, will we give everything to him? A verse I found that supports his speech is Proverbs 31:30. "Charm is deceitful and beauty is passing, but a woman who fears the Lord, she shall be praised." Thank you.